Hey guys, this is Nate. I just wanted to tell you guys about this story. I just heard about this guy, Raymond Edmunds. Was a serial killer in Melbourne, Australia, and this guy was a real piece of shit, man. He was early on in his life, he was actually very spoiled, which I found interesting, where most of the time you see like these serial killers are abused and neglected, and they usually have pretty tough childhoods. But he was adopted, which is an excuse, I guess. But that's not, his his caregivers were still very kind to him. And to hear about this guy doing these things is like absurd. It really makes you think like about these parents that are spoiling their kids. They're really setting them up for failure in so many ways. Like, it makes you want to take action and say something. So that's kind of why I made this video. I want to talk about this guy, Raymond Edmunds. Melbourne, Australia was where he was born. He is still alive today after multiple murders and rapes, and this guy was just out there just causing absolute chaos. He was married and seemed to be abusive to her and was not faithful to her, and just some of the stuff you wouldn't even believe that I heard about him. And I watched this video on Disturb. He talks a lot about it, and I've got some of the clips here from it, so I wanted to show you guys those as well. He committed more than 32 rapes and still maintained his innocence, although he confessed to most of them. Through blood sample and DNA testing, they found that he actually did do those things, and a lot of people came forward and were talking about it, including his ex-wife. He allegedly raped and beaten his first wife, sexually abused his 3-year-old daughter. So this guy's raping a 3-year-old child. How do you even rape a 3-year-old child? He must have a tiny dick. Can you imagine? Like, how is that even possible? I feel terrible for the child, but this guy's I'm not even sure why, like, when you have a wife, and like apparently this guy was like pretty handsome and successful with women, what would make a person want to do these terrible things? It just blows my mind. Just terrible. I guess he was 6 feet tall, 11 stone, whatever that means. Sounds like he was pretty big, but he was also very violent. There's no report of any drug use, really. He's just evil, just a pure evil guy. He held a .22 caliber gun. The only real murder that he was charged with was one of a couple, where he abducted a couple of kids from a concert, apparently, and one of them was like 17 years old and the other one was 18, and he tied up the boyfriend. Oh, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and he abducted him, tied up the boyfriend, was like raping the girl in front of her boyfriend, and apparently she got away and was running away, and he bludgeoned her to death, and meanwhile just shot the guy in the head. It's like, no, you probably can't believe what I'm telling you, but that's what I thought, the same thing. It's just crazy.